Hello friends, thanks for tuning into this week's video. About once a year, I adopt a not-for-profit that has moved me in some way, and I try to do a fundraiser specific to that not-for-profit. In the past, you might have seen me do toilet paper drives for Hope House and book drives for KBC and different things like that. This year, here in 2024, I recently toured Pharmacy of Grace. And I donated the website development, not this is about me, but I donated the website development of Pharmacy of Grace to John Yost and his wife as they started this in 2018. And it is the only not-for-profit prescription pharmacy in Kansas City, in the Kansas City metro, that offers poverty level and sub-poverty level people prescription meds that they normally wouldn't be able to afford otherwise. An interesting stat I was just reading on their website, 1 in 10 people in the Kansas City metro area are uninsured, and as many as 40% are underinsured, making simple maintenance or even life-saving medications unaffordable. And so I was recently at Pharmacy of Grace in Wyandotte, and I did a tour of the facility, and they've got this awesome Script Pro robotic prescription drug filler and walls of prescription drug medications and all kinds of stuff. And it was an awesome tour, and they're doing great work over there. And one of the things as I was listening to them talk about, they talked about the fact that one of the surprising things in the years that they've been doing this that they didn't realize was going to be a challenge is as people come in to get their prescriptions, there's a lot of times that English is not their primary language or they don't even speak English. And they've, I think, 37 different languages that they've worked with. Because if you think about it, when you give somebody a prescription, you have to explain to them the proper way to take the prescription, right? The time of day, do you need food or water before it? You know, what days of the week, how many times you take it, how many pills you take, all these things. And so they've had to figure out some interesting ways to communicate with people. They've got some translation software that's awesome so that they can have one-on-one consultations with people on how to take their medication. So I was listening to these stories and I was in my mind picturing this person who could be transient. They might not even have regular shelter, and they're getting a cab ride or an Uber ride to get their medications, and they're just moving from place to place, showing up at Pharmacy of Grace, getting insulin that normally would cost people $500 or $1,000 a month, and it costs them $2.50 as long as they qualify for underinsured or non-insured, and then not having a good way to keep those pills. Right? Like, I mean, many of us have, and I'm showing my age here because I've got a pill box, but many of us have a weekly pill box. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we fill those things up. And I actually, if you had morning and afternoon stuff, you could have 2 of them. So far, I don't have to have that. But I thought, gosh, how cool would it be if Pharmacy of Grace created pill boxes, and we've had the Pharmacy of Grace logo on those, that they could donate to people that don't have any way to manage their pills. So that would be a further way that they could help people ensure that they're taking their medications the right way. They could teach them, okay, you need to take this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and show them how to fill that box up properly, and they could take that with them, and it'll protect the pills as well, right, from the elements, and if it's in a backpack or something like that, hopefully it's going to be one of those things that really helps them protect their pills while knowing when to take their pills. And they had a few sitting around, but they've never done a formal project. So I said, guys, let's do a pillbox project. And so I've created a page on their website. I worked with them to get that set up. They actually went through the effort, and I really appreciate this from them, from the team at Pharmacy of Grace, to create a specific donation form for the pillbox project. And this is a call to action. I really, really hope that you will join me in doing a donation for the pillbox project. I've done some research, and it's going to cost $2,500, $3,000 to do the initial order with, and that'll get them hundreds and hundreds of pillbox. It'll be a great first order. So I'm hoping that people will show up with their $100 bills and allow us to get these ordered. I'm going to throw in $500 from Blue Gurus. And I would really love it if you'd partner with me. This is going to go out to all my social media channels and all the people I care about in this community, friends and family and peers and clients and prospects and everybody. And I hope that you'll feel that, oh my gosh, this would be a cool way to throw 50 or $100 at this thing to buy pill boxes for people who can't afford their medications and don't have a good way to organize their medications when they walk out the door with them. So my gosh, please help me get this done. I really want to supply them with hundreds of pill boxes so that they can start giving those out to people when they're coming through. So thanks again for listening. Thanks for always being there and watching the content I try to put out on a regular basis. And this is one of those few times where I have an ask. The ask is that you'll join me in a donation to Pharmacy of Grace for the Pillbox Project. I hope you're having a good day. I'll see you soon.